Hi everyone, this is Emily with CreativityMuze TV and InnovaX. Welcome to On Air with the Artist. I am here with Bri Lane. Hi Bri.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Wonderful. She is actually one of our global ReverbNation winners from 17,000 submissions. I've only selected, you guys, about 100 winners from around the world, and Bri Lane is one of them. Oh my gosh. Hi, Bri. Yay. One of the best in the world. So yay. Definitely want to ask you. So please, how did you get started in music? What is your story?
I got started like when I was a young child, probably about 10 in like elementary school, and I was just like playing in the school bands and like doing all that nerdy stuff, and then I was in marching band playing drums, and then I just kind of like picked up other instruments along the way, and then decided when I went to college that I was like, nah, I'm just gonna do my own thing and like start writing pop songs.
Wow. Okay, so tell me, who are your favorite like influences? Like, what is your genre of music, so for people that don't know your music?
Sure. I would say my genre is probably like alternative pop.
Mm-hmm.
Like falls into like the darker pop. It's not like super Katy Perry, like bubblegum pop, but
Right, right.
it definitely has like a little more like real life influences sometimes. And yeah, sorry, did that answer your question?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I wanted to know, like what are your music influencers? Like, are there certain artists that have inspired you? But alternative pop, I mean, yeah, I think that with the music industry right now, it's really good to fuse different genres together, and definitely to say something, definitely to have very good lyricism, very good songwriting with that. You know, who cares if it's just like, oh my God, it's pop. You want it to be upbeat, but it's very important to tell the story.
Yes,
So,
yes. I love Florence Welch. I love the stuff
yes.
that she writes. Adele is another one. I think she just writes like timeless music.
Mhm.
And like looking back at some older influences, I really love Grace Slick from Jefferson Airplane, Stevie Nicks. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God, Jefferson Airplane. Oh my gosh. So tell me, what instruments do you play? Because you play multiple instruments. I mean, I know you like. I want to hear like the whole scope of what you know, as a female musician and a vocalist. Like, what do you play?
So at shows with my full band, I normally play, I'll play keyboard, and then I'll play like a floor tom or something like that. But I also do some local work around as a drummer, as like a session drummer. So
Ooh, yes.
yeah, I've been playing drums for like over 10 years. So that's kind of like my main instrument, but
Love drummers. Yes, that's great.
especially girl drummers, we're the best.
Yeah, seriously. So tell me, like, how where are you located? I mean, you did tell me, but you know, people may not know where you're located, or where have you
So
toured?
I'm located in Portland, Maine, and everyone forgets about Maine, but they're starting to remember it a little bit because Anna Kendrick's from here. So
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So how is the music scene in Maine? I mean, yeah, that's just like really, I think, unique place for music. But like how's the scene? Or you must be like the star there, you know. But like, how is the scene over there?
I mean, well, surprisingly, like I'm one of the few like female-led or female solo artists in the pop genre over here. So it's
Yeah,
like
you stand out. Good.
competition wise, it's really nice. But also Portland is like a super inclusive music community, and it's just a
Mhm.
really, really nice tight knit group over here of people. Everyone knows each other. When you're like walking down the sidewalk, you'll always see someone. You're like, hey, I know you. So it's a great
Yeah.
like small town feel, but it also does have a really big music community, which is really nice.
Wonderful. So what is your current project? I know you have your EP coming out. Please tell us about them. Please tell us about your track that you released,
Sure.
Wild Thing. So
Yeah.
Wild Thing.
So Wild Side was one of
Wild Side, yes.
yeah, it was one of the more recent tracks that I released, and that one was really really fun. I went to Anchor Studios, which is a studio over here in Maine, and they do some really cool stuff with artists. I know they've worked with like Insane Clown Posse and just some people that you
That's
wouldn't even
awesome. Yeah,
wouldn't even think of, but
yeah.
you know, they have like a wide scope of stuff that they do. And when I reached out to them, they were super kind about working with me, and we just went into the studio for 3 full days and made this song. And I'm so happy with the way it came out, and I decided to go back again with them and do another track called Around Again, and that's the more recent single release as well. And
Okay,
I
so in
love
your EP, that sounds amazing. Like, how many tracks are you planning to have in your EP, and when do you feel like you're going to be ready for your album release party and all that?
Yeah, so I'm aiming for so it's probably around December. I want to do like an end of the year type thing
Yeah,
because I have so many original songs that I want to make sure it's just right. And
of
like
course.
with any artist, you know, when you release something, you're like, you put so much work into it and then you have to let it go. And once it's out there, it's out there. You can't
That's
do anything about
it.
it. So
Yeah.
um,
Absolutely.
yeah, probably
What,
around December.
oh my God, December. I must be so excited. So where do you feel is the future of music? Like, where do you feel music is going, in your opinion? You know?
I feel like a lot of people have changed over to streaming.
Yeah.
CDs are definitely becoming less popular. I hope that it's a cyclical type thing where, you know, because vinyls are starting to come back. So
Right.
I'm hoping that like CDs will fade and maybe like another form of physical like media will come back to where people can walk into a store and purchase it. But I do know that like a lot of the music nowadays is going to be digital, which is totally cool because it kind of encourages people to spend money on like concert tickets and festivals and those types of things. So I hope those become bigger, which it seems like they are. Coachella is always massive.
Oh my God, Coachella. Yeah, you know, when I advise and speak to different artists, because of the streaming thing, which is great. That means like a lot of people can pop up and be like, oh my God, I'm an artist. But then again, that's kind of bad because then everyone's like, oh my God, I'm an artist. And they can just produce from their home. And so that creates a lot of people in the market.
Mhm.
But thankfully, like, you know, services and websites like ReverbNation are able to have amazing talent like you come out and submit and be one of like 17,000 submissions I've had over 2 years. And like, you're like, whoa, you know, so like streaming and being online and all that definitely works. But when I advise artists, it definitely is a different game. Merch, think of your merch, think of your, you know, like back in the day, like bands would have their t-shirts and stuff like that. Think of your t-shirts and your merchandise, obviously touring, obviously collaborations and brand sponsorships. Get brands to sponsor you, you know, wear like different like brand stuff and get like paid for that. So you have to like be like super creative.
Absolutely.
You know,
It's
that's
definitely like
awesome.
you can't just be like a songwriter like the old days. You have to be a business person too, which I actually love it.
Yeah,
I love being a boss. So
yeah.
it's
So tell me about your band. I mean, do you like basically with your band, tell me about the rest of the group, or is it like, how is it?
Sure. So I have a group of 4 musicians that I hire, and basically we play live shows, and I get to boss them around, which is awesome.
Yes.
And they basically play parts that I write. So they do have like creative freedom because they're all just really talented guys, and we've all been playing our instruments for over 10 years. So when we get up on stage, like we're all just really dedicated to what we do and like the overall sound. So the live experience, I would encourage anybody to come stop by for a show because it's definitely worth it.
Oh my gosh. So tell me about the live experience. This is like one of my final questions I'm going to ask about. So, I mean, it sounds like you really, really love performing live. What has been your favorite experience performing, or your favorite show performing? Because I did see some of your videos and it's just like, whoa, like you're really amazing on stage. So,
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's like such a rush when you get up on stage and like just kind of let go, and I love that feeling. I think the best show that we've played so far was recently we got to close out Pride Festival in our town.
Ooh, good.
That was a really, really awesome experience. So many people there were just so loving, and we're there to just like enjoy the music. And I hope I get to go back again next year because it was so much fun.
Oh my God. So yeah, we're very excited to have your EP come out. What is your social media and how can people find you and find your music, Bri?
Sure. I'm on like Twitter, Instagram at Bri Lane Music. So BRILANE Music. You can also find out my show dates on brilanemusic.com. and on Facebook at Bri Lane Music too.
Okay, wonderful. So that is Bri Lane with On Air with the Artist. My name is Emily Correa, CreativityMuze TV. Thank you, Bri. Okay, we'll see you at your show, next shows, okay?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, bye. Thank you.